time to play my favorite game I like to call Catching Up with Masters of the Universe Classics. I still have like 30 figures or so to go through with these guys. They're all awesome. I just don't have room on the shelf to put them up there, so I'm not really in a big hurry to unbox them. But anyway, we'll take a look at the Fighting Foemen real quick. They're the Evil Eternian Pirate Clan, as it says on the bottom of the box. Part of the Powers of Grayskull subline there. Kind of cool. Has a standard greenstone Grayskull style box. Has some figures on the back there, including some other members of the Horde. And also a little bio card down there, which we'll kind of zoom in on momentarily, and I'll try to put a still picture in the video there somewhere. They are named the Shield Maiden Sherilyn, Destroyer, and Dogator, after Sherry, Shane, and Owen from the Four Horsemen. So that's pretty cool. Some more tribute figures. Yeah. So we'll pop these guys out of the package and check them out a little more up close. Alright, so we got all three of our Fighting Foemen out here. They all have a vehicle-based weapons and gear and all that. Let's take a quick look at them there. Spin them all the way around here. Alright, show them all off. Cool. And the Horde logos, like instead of their vehicle inspired logos on there. Pretty neat. Now they're all Horde members, so that's cool. And now we'll check them all out individually real quick. Okay, so we have Destroyer here, who is the vehicle driver for the Roton, as evidenced by his staff there. We'll take a look at his accessories here in a second. But pretty much, you know, he's just a blue-skinned guy with a cloak and a hooded face, which is pretty neat. I mean, it's totally separate from the cloak. So you have full articulation in the head and everything. The cloak is a nice rubbery material, and it also has a slot on the back for his Roton staff, which is pretty neat. Other than that, he has like all the basic articulation. I'm not going to go through all of it, but you know, everything moves. Nothing's hindered by the cloak or anything like that. A lot of nice paint apps. You can see all the nice metallic green on top of the base green there on the gloves too. You can kind of see it around the edge of the gloves. And all their Horde logos are a base red with a metallic red on some of the details. He has like some just black pupil, just straight up black eyes. Kind of neat. I think he's listed as the demon pilot of the Roton. So we'll kind of scoot him back out of the way. We'll focus on the accessories there. Got a lot of nice green in the center there. Nice Roton style spiky thing sticking out of there. Just a plain black staff with a couple of hand grips on it. And let's see here. Put that in one hand. There we go. And then he also has the Roton style guns there. The Roton had two of these. On there, he held it by both the foregrip and the back grip there. So let's stick it in the back grip, just because I can. And there we go. Destroyer there. And he also has this Roton inspired chest emblem there. It has like the demon cat eye things going on. Some nice teeth on there and all that. And they all just plug in with a simple little block tab there that goes into a slot on their chest. So pretty neat. Alright, so now we got the Attack Track Shield Maiden here. She's pretty cool. There's a lot of nice metallic stuff on there. She has the same basic articulation as all the other female Masters of the Universe Classics figures have. Shoulder's not hindered at all by the armor on there. She does have a nice ball jointy head. Not too wobbly. It's a little loose, but it's not like wobbly or anything. She has a lot of nice green detail on her boots. See like the metallic blue on top of the base red there on her arm guards. Little gold belt buckle. Also some gold on her shoulder, not really pauldrons, but up in that area. Plain back there. Pretty neat. I just wish her visor was actually transparent like Dogator's was. Now she comes with the gear that's reminiscent of the Attack Track, including a shield that emulates the Attack Track tracks. It's clear, just like the toys were, and then the shield has a small clip and then a big clip, so it's made to fit on her left arm here. I'm gonna try to do it without scuffing up her arm too bad, like that. And then she also has the guns similar to those that are on that Attack Track, and this is like a really squishy kind of material, so it's kind of hard to get them into her hand. So just gotta kind of play with it a little bit. Since it is squishy, then you can kind of move the guns around out of the way and kind of force it in. But mine's like not, I don't know. It's alright. And there we go with the guns and everything. So pretty neat. Attack Track driver. Yeah, there we go. And last but not least is Dogator, the Talon Fighter pilot. So that's pretty cool. He's got a metallic-y kind of green chest piece there with like a base green abdomen and legs. You can see like the darker brown on the boots, the graphite on the belt and armbands on there, as well as on the shoulders. A little bit of lime green highlight on there. Has a really cool translucent visor. And also some bronze, not quite gold on there, with the dark brown and graphite. And then his head is it'll move around quite a bit. I mean, the hair is flexible, but not flexible enough for it to really clear. I mean, you can get it to, but it doesn't really, not really. And then his armor is pretty flexible. And you can kind of get his arm around through there. But other than that, he's all basic articulation on there. Now he is the Talon Fighter guy. So he's got a nice big hard plastic shield with a clip on it. Clips around his hand there. It will. If I turn it sideways a little bit. There we go. Has like the Talon Fighter colors on there. A lot of nice metallic blue over the base blue. Some nice shading there on the nose portion. And all that. And the back is just a plain hollow black plastic on the back. And then he comes with this mace, it looks like, which is actually the based off the gun on top of the is it the gun? I know there's a radar dish on top of the Talon Fighter, but yeah, basically a gun off of there. There we go. And hold his mace. It's got some nice metallic blue details on there. Kind of make it out inside the head of the mace. That's pretty neat. And then he has a Talon Fighter type chest logo. Has like all the colors on there. Cool. And I think I forgot to show her chest logo, so we'll show her again real quick. For Sherry Lynn Shield Maiden here. Has like a Wonder Woman-esque kind of chest logo. So that's pretty neat. And they all just swap out really easy. I'll use Dogator here because he doesn't have his thing on there. But pretty much you take your Horde logo and it pops off, and they all have a trapezoidal type slot in there. Nice little peg. Take it and pop it on there. And boom. There you go. So for me, these guys are more like a more like the bounty hunters from like Star Wars, you know. They're kind of like they can go to either side, you know, wherever they're needed or wherever the most money is coming from. That's where they're going to. I do think Dogator there is probably my favorite. I think the one probably most accurate to its art. Original artwork is probably a Destroyer. But like these two had character sheets. I didn't see a character sheet for her. And these guys look pretty much spot on what the character sheets look like. However, they did not have their chest emblems. They were just plain. So this is like plain green. And this, if you were to take his cloak and cut this blue off, he'd look just like he was in the art. But since they have like the plug in their chest and stuff like that, you know, especially with him and her, you can't really do anything with the chest other than have something plugged in. Now him, you could get an extra one and like trim that off, and he'd be totally just other than like the design of the legs. Some details are different. But all in all, it's not a bad set. Would I have picked it if it was a part of the subscription? I probably would have passed on it, but I am kind of glad I got it. So a little bit better than the Star Sisters for me. They're not great figures. They are cool that they're part of the old monogram model kits artwork, and those kits themselves are actually really cool. I think they're almost in scale with the action figures, so you probably could have used them. I'd never actually had any of the kits, so I don't know for sure, and it's hard to tell just by looking at pictures online. But they look pretty big, bigger than what I would have expected. And then they also differed from the toy counterparts by actually having all of them had canopies. Now the Talon Fighter did have a canopy on it, but the Roton and the Attack Track did not originally have canopies on there. But the the monogram model kits did. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, so would I recommend getting them? You know, they're probably a pass. Unless you're really into like the concept figures and stuff like that, then you don't really need them. Are they cool? Yeah. I'll give them a 7 out of 10. And if you can get them, you know, get them. Other than that, the Fighting Foemen from Mattel's Masters of the Universe Classics line.